А не лезет так. Пошло, да? Потекло. Так, ну что? Новая игра. Я буду на нормальном. Просто хочу вспомнить игру.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone.
Эпизод 1. Кошмар.
I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Я хотел поставить русскую озвучку, но думаю, ну нахуй. Так, где моя инверсия, ёбаный рот? Везде засрань. Примите на слот 1. Во. Другое дело. Смотреть вверх. Инвертировать управление. Нет. Я уже все сделал. Как менять плечо? А, вот так. Смотреть автомобиль. Угу. Это правда.
I was certain I had just driven from this direction, but now the road was blocked. I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Блин, мне не нравится, как ему внешность в ремастере сделали. Какой-то он додик стал. Такой он вафел какой-то. — 90 кадров, кстати. DLSS выключено. А если качество? Ничего не поменялось, только мыльнее стало. — 4К, by the way. Погнали. Сенса быстровато. Так, RTX я не стал включать, хуй с ним. Я, наверное, не буду задерживаться, буду сразу идти по сюжету, но очень хочется посмотреть все телешоу. Они очень кайфовые были. Night Springs. Я прям кайфую. И термосы я тоже вряд ли все искать буду. Вот, один мы соберем. Дурак подскользнулся, блядь. Ну, Алан. Ах, бегай. Алан. The Beacon. Может, надо дрочить? Нет. Держать. Как ты бегаешь, Алан?
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Блин, ну какая у тебя внешность дурацкая стала. Ну просто ужас. Окей, Google. Покажи картинки Алана Уэйка. Фотки. Ага, охуенно. Ну, короче, выглядел он лучше.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God?
А я под фонарем, что ты мне сделаешь?
Make up stuff.
И чё? Подходи, давай, блядь. Понял?
Add to the drama. You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories, 'cause I'm gonna kill you. It's not like your stories are any good. Not like they have any artistic merit. You're a lousy writer. Cheap thrills and pretentious shit. That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Пошел нахуй. А, на максимуме все? Че так тихо? О, ебать, чего? И что это? Ну. Алло. Рекролл? Трейлер Алана Уэйка 2, наверное. Ага. Тизеры на второго Алана Уэйка.
You missed your deadline. Damn.
ЛБЛС? Я нажал!
You can't.
Прекрасно. Давай, разъеби мне ворота. Охуенное уклонение работает.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
А, он должен был меня ударить. Все, извините. Да-да-да. Сейчас мы хилиться будем. ЛБ бежать, как удобно нахуй. Выдохся. Ой-ой.
Это обман.
А термосы? Ладно, я их не ищу. Ладно.
Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
О, включай. А, нет, это не то. Чел, я пытаюсь. Что делать? Что делать? Он не выходит.
Ой.
Ладно.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there.
Ага, вот я говорю. Хилимся. Управление бы поменять. Видео комментарий. Вернуться в субтитры, графику управления. Почти клавиши. А, тут то есть инверсии, окей. А геймпад тут нет, да? А, вон контроллер. Разделить его нолик. Блять, ну очень неудобно, конечно, бросить, прыгать. Сейчас посмотрю, использовать оружие. Да, мне альтернатива больше нравится. Что меняется-то, блядь? Оригинал, альтернатива, современное автонаведение. Чё, блядь? Ты как хомяк, вообще не переставай, не успеешь в рот положить, уже следующий тянешься.
В смысле?
Переключить триггеры. Блин, вот, ну ладно. Будем бегать на X, пожалуй. Так удобней. А что? Я же... Еще? До конца надо. Извините.
Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light.
Ой.
I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now.
Бля, сейчас я с геймпада постреляю.
From all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun. Now you'll die.
Бля, с геймпада сейчас подстреляю, мужик. РБ перезарядить?
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Да.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Сейчас управление, контроллер. Так, перезарядить оружие. На X тут перезарядить оружие. Окей. Ой, как неудобно. Бежать, уклоняться. Ладно, оставим по умолчанию, хуй с тобой. Блин, на ЛБ бегать, ну пиздец. Да я понял, игра, отъебись. Опа, это флэры вроде. Угу. Нет, не надо нам ракетницу, подожди. Редкая очень хуйня. А, меня заставили, да? Мужики, ловите.
Ой.
Бам! Подождите, я глаз чешу. Бровь. А. До свидания. Я на свет. Блять. О, no. Что камера перевернулась? Ой. Опа! Ну ладно, будем по пути. Спасительный маяк! Блин, какая же внешность страта.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You don't
Everything's fine.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Я покажу. Такой был, такой стал. Был, стал.
Нет, а что они сделали? Ну как будто бы...
Ну он сратый, да, мне тоже не нравится. Вот. Вот во второй части. Я слушал. Bright Falls, мое любимое местечко.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Hello. Оля, винтовочки висят. Дорогая, тебе тоже внешность поменяли?
Alan, before I miss the shot.
Хотя нет. Чё он сказал? Я? С кем-то встать надо, с тобой? Здорово. Кто? А, вот с этим. Как у нас машинка. Гибрид, кстати.
Hi.
Hello there.
Позировать для Элис.
Time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Дорогая, ты не туда фоткаешь.
Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I
Я его помню. Ну, не помню.
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Спасибо, дедушка. Дорогая, показывай.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. So you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my...
О, Барри.
Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got...
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're...
Мне самый большой чур.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay.
О, день оленя у них.
Call me if there's a problem.
68-й.
Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Ну, выдает, что игре 14 лет почти, да-да-да.
Come on, slowpoke.
Сойти с паром, я прочел сойти с ума. Блин, чего, блядь?
Made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags.
Ты не поведешь машину?
All you have to do is drag your cute
А, хорошо, хорошо, согласен. Да-да-да, не пизди только.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us.
Мистер Стаки, я его помню.
I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Ой, извините.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave.
Все какую-то пуси сделали.
I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl?
No.
Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
Спасибо.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Проверяю RTX. Ну, красивей. Мы уже пели, спасибо. Вот я как выгляжу. Смотри, как я здесь мужественно выгляжу. И здесь как подросток. Реснички какие-то.
Right. So much for a quiet
Are you staying
vacation.
long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation.
О, Дир называется.
Alan Wake.
Вот местечко у них славится, типа, оленями всякими штуками. Ой, неудобно так.
Your own? Or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Ну, жена в отъезде, дорогая.
We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
О, вот они, вот они.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now.
Здорово, мужики.
Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself.
Coconut.
but Both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Вот они, легенды.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Don't think I won't murder you in your sleep.
Yes, that's my favorite tune. Coconut.
Shut your mouth, you demented has-been. If I had my hammer, I'd shut it for you. Jeez.
Я ж включил, нет?
Tune number 6 in the jukebox.
Children of the Elder God. Now there's a song for you.
Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Блин, это походу поет голос Алан Уэйк озвучки. Ну что это? Put lime in the coconut. Drink a melon. Взять термос кофе. Опа. Здравствуйте. Что там?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Не договорил, ну извините. Я не собирался просто. Постучать. Стучу.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Тебе тоже лицо переделали? Да, в оригинале такая криповая тетка была. Бабка. Здесь тетку реально сделали. Нахуя трогать, что красиво, блин. Ладно, это Ремеди, я им прощаю.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you okay?
Splendid! Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local.
Да, знаем.
We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
За мной приехали. Увидимся, дорогая. Ну-ну.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key? and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Стаки, где ты был, блядь?
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Here we go.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Да, темноты боится.
Yeah. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Алан, пробегись, пожалуйста. Пока, дорогая. Я хочу термос. Я знаю, он здесь. Термос. Термос. Где же? Да, я знаю.
The cabin obviously got its name from the shape of the island. It looked like a giant bird leg. Alice had mentioned that the lake was a caldera. There was a dormant volcano under it.
Так вот. Че, поехали домой? А, жена. Ну ладно. Красиво? Вон там этот, как его, диспансер. А? Вон, да, стоит. Наверху. Про который он говорил, этот коп. Копчик. Стоит, ждет, послушная. Стоит, ждет, говорит, послушная. Бёрдлэг. Я в отпуске. Что вон, блин, ворона?
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Тизи-биджи.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Да-да.
The old building you...
Нет, овца. Не дала посмотреть.
It was a beautiful place.
I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. But these days, it was no longer open to the public.
I put the lime in the coconut. Drinking in my light. Ну, ладно, пойдем домой. Пойдем домой. Лягу свет оттуда. Рассеянный. А что будет вторая часть? До сих пор не понял смысл первой. Мужик, который в собственных кошмарах убивает своих же персонажей в своей книге. Ну, типа, да. Людки. Во второй части он будет оттуда выбираться. Если без спойлеров.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of
Томас Зейн. Тот самый, я аж плюнул в монитор. Макс Пенни больше смысла. Ну да. С наркотиком-то с этим, да. Что смотреть? Что? А, нет. То же самое.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Да, термос моё. Не буду я собирать ваши термосы.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now, go look.
Приехал отдохнуть, блин.
You're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello.
А.
What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Угу. Тут ничего нет. Там уже нет. Турецкий у него на локтях заплатки.
Alan, come here.
Я иду.
I'm waiting.
Иду.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
О, надел туфли, блин. Хоть тебе подкрадули.
Damn it.
Анимация такая всратая.
Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
I'm coming.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice? in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Что же здесь произошло?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. 𝚆𝚊𝚔𝚎. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
На камнях стоит.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Long hike. Ну да. Блин, кредит не выплатил. Да чертовы варвары во всем виноваты. Но где же термос?
Hello?
А кто же это?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Угу. Вы нашли страницы рукописи, можете посмотреть их.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features.
Только эпизод первый. Я тоже не буду все рукописи искать. Да. Не буду все рукописи искать, потому что я ебанусь. Товар за бензоколки. Ну да, не лор расширяют. Сюжет двигаем мы. Че, не буду? Да много времени неохота тратить. Хватит. И шуршишь тут мне на все. Опа! Кто здесь?
Please, I've been in an accident.
Надо добраться до бензоколонки. Смотри, прозрачная трава. Ля, что это с ней? Или она типа в тумане? Он понял, типа, блин. Большой длинный сериал. Так я его проходил уже сколько раз. Я его просто вспомню перед второй частью. Если бы я хотел додрачивать на все ачивки, конечно бы я собирал. Раза 3, наверное. Ну, хотелось. Хорошая игра. Опа, а здесь, по-моему, припасы будут. Что-то такое. Эти я искать не буду, наверное. Да, не побегу я туда, похуй. Пойдем сюда. Сразу. Ой-ой-ой. Ой, ты чё, он?
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Been in an accident.
Hey, Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Ой, ты чё, Стаки?
Fair and square.
Я неуважительно отношусь. Здравствуйте.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite.
Кому надо, тот прочел. Осторожнее, ёбаный рот. Ой, мужчина, подумайте. Here's Johnny.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Не. Это... Опа, батарея здесь. Какие огромные батарейки.
During your trying walking, it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits. Let you
Ой-ой, смотри, добавили какие тени динамические.
one stone. You can see the
Мужик, отъебись, у меня телефон.
those cholesterol levels.
Great Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
Hello?
Ах ты, сука. Great.
This is bad.
Not good. Мне кажется, мы... Мне на выход! Домик. Кто же управлял этим бульдозером?
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stuckey had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
Спасибо. А, ну ты дурачок, да, у нас?
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming...
Опа, подсказочки.
Enough to make me sick.
Опа. Что-то такое помню, да.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden supplies near it.
А? Не слышу. Какая баба? А, извините. Пнуть.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
А на харде у них, наверное, 5 надо выстрелов. That's mine.
Rose knew she had been gushing. Now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their...
Надо было сразу... Не ту кнопку нажал, ладно. Закрыто. Ебать, меня молния ударил, блядь. Ой.
What the hell was that?
Не знаю. Мне кажется, нас кто-то... Что-то нам проклятие какое-то... Ты какой длинный фонарь далеко достает. Да. Вот так вот.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Да, страшно. Кто-нибудь? Да-да. Удачи.
Stucky was still out there.
А, это Стаки.
Stalking me.
Опа, это мое? Да, мне спасибо, блин. Бля, не успел. Блять, хотел в голову попасть. Извини, мужик, подожди. Да я же увернулся. Ну что, блядь. Кто здесь? Срет в кустах. Ocean, просит. Окей. Подсказочка. Где? Где? Не понял. А дальше? Наверное, надо его вывести отсюда. А. Не понял. Дом, который упал. Куда идти? Где? Где? Может, наверх? Но он вроде лазать не умеет. А умеет? Мне кажется, не умеет. Сюда, значит.
Taken. They're taken.
Retake. Они одержимы, наполнены Даркнессом. Ой, тьмой. Блин, мы в Darkness в том году, по-моему, играли. Опа, это мини? Не, ничего не было. Где? Не. Символ. О! Да ему ничего не было. Эта игра так говорит, не прыгай, а то урон получишь. Угу.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Сейчас мы все сделаем. Я даже знаю, что. Не знаю, но догадываюсь. «20 батареек у меня с собой. Так. Старт. Только не на время. Же не на время. Опа, хилочка. Hello?
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes.
Уху! That's mine now. Заряди дробовик. Ну давайте, суки. А, не, вы еще не пойдете. Что я вижу? Вот что. Да. Нам же сейчас не отрубят электричество. Ну, вроде норм. That's... А вот и я. А вы не ждали нихуя. Ой, вот это же еще точно. За это ачивку дают. Даже наискать эти банки и разбивать их выстрелами. Я вспомнил. Но в Steam у меня все это пройдено. Еще 13 лет назад. Да-да.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a...
Где Night Springs? Где телеки?
The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. If you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild.
Я случайно.
But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Ладно, это надолго, может быть. Тут эти про радиостанции минут по 5 могут пиздеть. Я так часов за 30 только управлюсь.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten.
На паузе, как говорится. Кому надо.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best films in the state.
Иди сюда, Стаки.
Burster is the best with no curves. Monster Dog is second best.
Ага. Опа, это мое. Ой, что же это делает? Сейф Heaven, окей. 20 батареек, блядь. Мне больше не надо. Надо было сразу это сделать. Но я не успел, наверное. Hello. Ой. Я нажал ворот. Ну-ка еще раз. Ага. Надо в сторону 100% нажимать, короче. Я похилюсь. О. Что там было? А, я увидел. Блять, ну я увернулся, сука, по затылку, блять, топором. Да я уворачиваюсь, что за бред, блять.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Не понимаю, почему от топоров не вернулся. 3 топора пролетело. Ну давайте, мужики. Это шутка, блядь, или чё нахуй? Пизду вас, мужики. Ебитесь сами. Возьми сюда. Не похоже. Мне сюда. Да-да-да, иди нахуй. Пиздец, как от топоров уворачиваться, нахуй. Чё вам надо, нахуй? Бля, мужики. У меня знаете, что есть для вас? Да, блядь, вы охуели, что ли? А, срочно фонарь. Куда идти, нахуй? Бля. 𝚕𝚊𝚔𝚘. Извините, не увидел. Надо было просто наверх бежать. Тут что-то есть. Ну, у меня все есть, в принципе. Я на среднем играю, у меня будет хватать припасов. Бесит, что он выбирает ракетницу, блядь, каждый раз. Come here, you fuck. Не кидайтесь топорами, не кидайтесь топорами, не кидайтесь, не кидайтесь топорами, не кидайтесь топорами. Пока. О, Night Springs. А как? Все, смотрим.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance
Забагалось.
all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so.
Извиняюсь.
Flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Обожайте шоу, охуительное. Там дальше такая веселуха будет. Прокомментируешь? Нет, говорит, я по телеку это смотрю каждый день. Вышел клин. Лишь. Выгуливает только на этом. На лише. В платке.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Так, что-то я... Да чтобы не раскачивался, чешу. Да иди сюда, ты, блядь. Сколько можно пиздеть? Опа. А вот и ты. С друзьями. Бля, надо его, наверное, сперва убить. Ну я же нажал у ворота, боссны! Ну пиздец! Да что за дерьмо, блядь? Как эти ворота работают, нахуй? Иди сюда, хуйсос.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience. Moving with the engine. To fool, dropping tools. Blouse is easy and fatal.
Сукин собака. Выворачивайся, хуй сос тупой, ебать. Блять, ну дотик какой-то. Ой, сука. Кал. Я вспомнил, почему не любит эту игру.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. Patience. The engine.
Блядь, ну пошел. Ну какой ты кусок говна, блядь.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Да. Я за патроны.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Устал, он ворочался. Открывайте.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Блин.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right,
Я фокусируюсь.
I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Нет, не работает. Сфокусировать. Опа.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him.
Это кто тут такой одинокий? Они перед второй частью запустили в продажу эти тормоза. Я бы хотел себе такой один. Тут, кстати, атмосфера.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Closed.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Toxic. Hello. Где я? Он выключи фонарь, бля, не видно ничего. Где я-то, блядь? Ладно. Сейчас мы позвоним. Welcome. Угу. Алло.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake. But listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
Have you seen the little girl, short black hair?
What had happened in the forest?
Just 7-year-old, last month.
And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Блин, такое ощущение, что 30 FPS-ные катсцены прогнали через фильтр 60 FPS. Да.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night. And just a sprinkle of stardust and a whisper, go to sleep. Full dream.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Previously нам не надо.
I came to Bright.
Скипаем. Нью-Йорк, 3 года назад. Здесь я тебя пододвину.
Honey, I'm home.
Back
here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Я включаю.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Нью-Йорк. Вот так. Противно, метель ёбаная. Что-то можно потрогать, по-моему. О. Си-си. Какой-то китайский поход. Телефон. Телевизор. Угу.
This was a late goodbye.
Late goodbye, кстати.
What they say about the fall.
О, это голос Макс Пейна.
I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
А, так это и есть цитаты.
Run of my own private
Или нет?
movie.
А нет, тут Alan Wake.
My corpse, alone at my own wake, thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the that killed me. This was a late goodbye.
Such a late goodbye.
Years after I'd gotten
Such a late goodbye.
it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city.
Скоро ремейки Макс Пейнов будут. Ебать, разъеб. Это мои книги. Return to Sender. Ни на что не похоже. What I Can't Forget. Алекс Кейси. Это с кем мы разговаривали. Вещь, которую хочу. И падение Кейси. Return to Sender. Address unknown. No such number. No such zone. Да хуй с... Следующий видос просто будет. Блин, ну круче выглядит. FPS падает. 160 нахуй. И 75. Сколько полигонов на лейке?
Дорогая, тебя тут вонючие палочки.
Уныние какое-то, блядь. Метель ебучая. Кошмар.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of the blizzard. The weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Дорогая. Это что за дверь? Бля, звуки дверей из Макс Пейна, кстати. Да, я только сейчас понял. Reuse soundboard.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding.
Thermos.
I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Что тебе звонит? Да. С ума сошла. Что надо изучить макеты обложки? Да нельзя на жопу посмотреть. Это которого туда.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them.
Which, by the
Дорогой, я
way, will happen over
весь день работал. Посмотри, пожалуйста.
The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Не бойся. Я здесь.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Темноты боится, тебе в самом начале сказал.
Honey,
Боится темноты. Почему?
I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
Не слеплю, не нормально все?
Sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Ты как отражается от фонарика. Бля, не успею.
No, it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Опа.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Хочу проверить. Кто-то приехал. Ничего не поменялось. Ой. Это мы читали уже. Ну, получше, конечно, но графика... ретрейсинг больше не работает. Ладно, хуй с ним. Бля. Но пока экшона нет, поиграем с ретрейсингом. Чё? Шериф. Алло. Говорит Сарочка. Где? Что? Кричит Бог. Брюс Данский, Джекоб Миллер. Это разработчики, походу. Герой сегодня стратегического похода на ее хоть на связь. Вот. Так вот. Пошли в поход. Разыск мужчин попал без вести. Папа-пип-поп. Кот разыскивается! Кот! Да. Сара, ты здесь? Подождите. Взять сотовый телефон. Сотовый телефон? Смотри, какой кулер маленький. Да, очень важный. Да. Спасибо.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
Спасибо.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. 𝚆𝚅𝚔 Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again.
Return to sender.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office.
Отстаньте от меня, я знаю, где она. Где она?
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Ой.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on 𝚆𝚅𝚔 Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch that cop, you can meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need some fresh air. Can I go out? In the back, maybe?
Of course, Mr. Wake. I understand. You can get there through the cells. Deputy Grant can show you the way.
I'm sorry. All of this, it's just a lot to take in.
Take your time, Mr. Wake. I understand.
Ага.
Жена моя где?
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Ладно.
Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cop. Oh, why'd you do that for? You're with them, aren't you? You're those space aliens. You think you got me right where you want? Well, you just wait. You just wait.
Да ладно.
I told him,
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
𝚆𝚅𝚔𝚆𝚔. Это мы берем.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Two intoxicated young men.
Нет. Бунтарь.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden... Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The collar meant business.
The front seat.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Хорошо. Давай, ладно. Окей. Ты бегать можешь, Шалон?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any...
Блять, зря пошел.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You
Вот же он, старина.
know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a
Какой ночной режим? Я же отключил тебя. Извиняюсь.
It, everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Да. О. Ага.
Seriously,
Я бы хотел в таком месте
saying in
побывать.
the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Ну, понял.
When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with
Bestseller.
reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Какой огромный. Гигантская аптечка. Собаку лечат. Далеко лечат.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
О, Расти.
Mr. Wake, I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. You got lucky.
Собака попалась в капку.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Я подписываю бланк. Здорово. Вот ваш бланк.
I think this is the form you...
Вы не подпишите мою
And
петицию.
here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and
Спасибо.
if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
Запомним.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
Big stuffer.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Аллергия на пуп.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.
Я же уронил эту лампу.
It's a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
This place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows
А
what.
вот Алекс Half-Life прям вот так ручкой прикрывалась, если светишь в лицо фонариком. Да. Игра на 6 лет позже вышла, Half-Life. Да. Так круто. Все работает. Батарея здесь. А, здесь же каждую главу обновляется, да. Ну, логично. Мне так больше нравится. Не, я включу ему лампу. А, блин, ну ладно. Дом. Да не. Ничего с ними не будет. Это погрешность. Hello? Anybody home? Опа, опа, опа. Лего джакузи.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al.
Где вообще? Спасибо, дружище.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was... I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Даже не знаю. Так глубину картинки передает неплохо. Но теряется эффект из-за тумана. Ладно. О, тут Найт Спрингс будет. Я помню этот дом. Алло? Нет, наебал. Бля.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Ты шо? Кто-то снаружи прошел.
Really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen.
Кто тут, блядь? Пришли мои термосы воровать, суки. Проглядели скример. Енот, наверное, из мусорки выбежал. Алан. Алан, прошу. Нет, больше не иду. Пап. Вот здесь будет Найт Спрингс. Бля, в каком-то доме будет Найт Спрингс. Понял. Угу.
Эй!
Сука, промазал. А.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Человек-зерк. Вас обожаю эти видосы. Это пародия в игре, пародия на шоу, на... А нет, шоу с пародиями на всякие вот эти вот мистические эпизоды. Что происходит? Кто-то вон там ругается жестко.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his...
Hello. Fallen Rogue Zone. Где же они падают?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! They're coming! Please, help me!
Oh no. Да. Я иду. Сейчас посмотрю. Термос захвачу. И обязательно вернусь. Я уже бегу, Расти. Я уже здесь, старина. Я уже здесь. Бегу. Живи.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken... The ranger's office was locked.
Я знаю.
I need a key to get in.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Где медведь? Медведя украли.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy.
Барри. Он тусит там. У себя. Я думаю, далековато. Бля, что он сказал? А, да. Ах, сука. Медведя кто-то украл. Может, медведь все устроил?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Понял.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow.
Опа. А где дробовик? Никакого дробовика.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Нихуя, я забыл. Иди нахуй. Я пятно растворяю. Чё меня окружаете, суки, блядь? Блядь, ну... Подожди секунду. Всё. Медведь. Нет.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Расти!
Please don't feed the
Что было, блин? Собака? Чё собака?
fishing.
Бля, Расти.
License. Obey.
Расти, страна, не надо.
At all times. Rusty, no. Never. Two bears and wolves. Never approached any other closer than.
Где собака? Где собака?
Be leashed. Never leave your pet.
Нет тут никого. Бля, в натуре. Собака! Все, нет собаки. Тебя за собаку! Блять. Расти. Патроны, блядь, дорогие. Блин, нихуя себе предикты. Мне бы патрончики. Да-да. Такая вот условность. Собака, вставай. Бак. Барбоса не вернуть. Дроп хазард. Тепло. Хорошо. Вот туда, вот сюда. Алло, Барри.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Hello? Опа, она походу туда он. А ракетницу мне кто даст? А где что ни одного этого? Сейф-стэша не было. Был? Где? Желтенькие штучки, нет. Термос это термос. Нет, я имею в виду желтенькие. Ну, стэш эти, с припасом. supply.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Пик любовников. Как пик переводится? Да. Утес типа. Алло. Ну кто там ругается? Здорово. На предикт кидает, сучара. Сзади кто-то. А, все. Подождите, старина. Что в унитазе? А ну давай, я знаю. Да. Собак на поводках только переводить. Я не пойду сюда. Я пойду сюда. Хочу supply box. Не кормите животных.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about
Ну, пока ничего нет. Пока ничего нет. Ладно, хуй с вами. Здорово. А, ты так можешь? Я увернулся. Это жирный какой-то. Бля, мужики, тут неудобно, пиздец. Блять, не попал. Ты увернулся, я хилиться. Четыре ведмедя сидят. Это другое дело. $1937. До самых звезд достает верхушка. Ну, да. Небо для карликов просто. Блять, сука. Да чё, блять? Как же удобно на геймпаде. Блять, ну, Алан. Run for your life. Заебать, блять, меня. Алан, беги, блять, придурочный. Давайте. Ой, блядь. Ой, это я зря. Это мне? Спасибо. Алло. Занят там. Извините, еще не успел подобрать.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew. And
с большим камнем. Окей, подсказки. Это большой камень. Выглядит как большой камень. Ну-ка, или вот этот. Повернул за угол, хорошо. Вот этот большой камень. Ведмедь. Большой камень. Ну вот, огромный камень. Бля, да иди нахуй. Ты кто вообще? Бля, мужики, идите нахуй. Я ищу подсказку. Да вон они. Вижу. Где я нахуй? Алан, ёбаный кусок говна, вернись, припиздок, блядь. Какой же конч, блядь. Вон оно, вон подсказка. Блядь, или нет? Повернул за угол. Ну где? Ну где? Как это работает, нахуй? Ну какой ж ты хуйсос. Выдыхайся, ты просто 3 метра пробежал. Вот здесь должно быть. Нет? Может быть. Сука. Где я уже 100 раз за угол завернул? Может быть. Че, вот тут по-быстрому еще чек? Не, нихуя. Ну ладно. Не найдем, так не найдем, найдем, так найдем. Сразу видно, писатель, блядь, бежать не может. Что это? Не, хотя... можно. Там записка, я не увидел. Значит, здесь, да, Даш? — 17:53. Это 30 лет сколько? Видишь, 2001 по 1970. Образование территории Вашингтона на основании городобывающей компании «Брайт Фоллс». Вашингтон получает статус штата. Дерево пострадало от пожара. Компания «Брайт Фоллс» закрывается. Извержение вулкана. Дерево повалено во время бури. Поваленные деревья же больше не растут. Если корни, наверное, только сохранились. Что это было? Ага. Бля, меня бесит, что я не нашел стэш. Да хуй с ним.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just...
Hello. Окей. Ну ладно. Все. Я вспомнил. Ёбаная птица, блядь. Ой, блядь, уебал или чё? Можно было одним.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Come with me, you only leave.
That flashlight's kid stuff.
Fuck off.
The flares will keep the bastards away.
Buddy?
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Не отобрали револьвера.
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed
Who the fuck is Alice?
Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up.
Я прям в топор. Ебать. Ну где ты? Это не записка была? Стрелять будешь, приятель? Хорош. Добей только его. Это ножи их. Чел, ты попадешь? Да, ты военный? Точно? Да подожди ты. Good job.
That's right.
Че, я с геймпада лучше стреляю.
Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah.
Флайер у меня
No
есть.
can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off.
А их в руках держать можно? Почему сразу роняют, блядь?
Light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it.
Сука, отходит козел. О! Да, блядь, ну я же достал раньше. Все, съебываем. Съебываем, блядь.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Да.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Who's there?
This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Да уворачивайся, он вообще ничего не делает, блядь. Чё, я тебя умоляю. Термос слева. Блять, термос. Чё, я прям ебалом свечу, убей его. Ну, похуй. Стоите. А! Убей кого-нибудь уже. Это кто, блядь? Ебать, шахтер.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were going to say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're going to bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want
Who the fuck is Alice?
manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
You're gonna give me
No! Come back here! I swear
Come back here.
if you heard Alice!
I don't know.
Hear me? Come back here!
Who the fuck is Alice?
And he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else.
Думаешь? Нормально.
What the hell?
Ебать, я обосрался. Я думаю, что это лежит. Что подобрать надо? Скример на капкане. Ёбаная ворона бессмертная. А так это обратно, блять, там нахуй оно надо. Да-да-да, да-да-да-да-да. Давай уже, блять, бегай. Куда? Где? Можно забайтить, интересно? Ебать, понасрали. Ну, чтобы я ошибся.
Sarah didn't care about the legal threats Wake's agent had made. She let Wake go without argument, because there was something about him she couldn't quite put her finger on. Something that reminded her of her father.
Так, нам сюда. Куды? Сюда. Где кнопканы? Hello? Да вернулся же, блядь, ну. Не будем терять время. Бегим. Какой-то, блядь, пацак в Абибасе. Закрыт стэш? О, нет. Давай, Алан, давай. Что ты как девочка? Это мое.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger...
Все, по рассказам мы выходим. А, это винтовочка, у меня всего 4 патрона. Окей. Alright then. Опа, это мое, это мое. Идем дальше. Что ж, давайте.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was
самолет.
Just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades.
Думаешь?
It sent a shiver down my spine.
Не знаю, надо ли бы мне было бы... Это дыхание. А, это же этот. Ладно, без спойлеров. Пробежаться можешь, Алан? Не понял. Как? Как? А что ты не цепляешься? Да? Он не может. Охуенно. Как туда? А, тю ты, блядь. А вот и оно. Куда дальше? Дышите. Эти, блядь. Ёбаный лес. Да сука. И нахуй я назад вернулся. Ань, куда идти? Ты проходил, ты знаешь. Я тут пришел. В чем про самолет такой? Просто хрупкий, бла-бла-бла. Не понимаю ничего. Да, я тут везде уже был, тут везде тупик. Куда? Тупик. Это право. тупик. Везде тупик. Да, направо. Тупик. А, тут везде тупик. Там везде тупик. Раз через лес. Сука! Через лес пробуляться. Куда идти, нахуй, непонятно. Может, надо уронить самолет? Что-то я такое помню. Это как ты его уронишь-то, нахуй? Бля. А вот тут чё? Вот тут чё? Ой, больно упал. Ой, сука. Ебаный лес. Сюда даже не пройти, блядь. Shit.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my...
Мне кажется, я его уронил ради чисто суплаев вот этих. И все. И давай совсем назад вернемся. Нет. Да сука, как же перо-то запрыгнул, блядь. Да я назад вернулся. А еще дальше назад. Да, блядь, да не, нихуя. Сука. Ну что за бред? Ублюдки еще тут заспавнились. Мужики, нет времени. Вон там что? Я оттуда пришел, наверное. Бля, сейчас меня нахуячу. Ай, иди ты нахуй, я же уворачиваюсь. Я не совелся. Патроны, 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 патроны. Давай, давай, иди сюда. Бля, тупая локация бесит меня. Да не хочу я тебя убивать, ты меня заебал. Так, еще раз слушаем, что он говорит.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen.
Охуенно.
It was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Блядь. Это конец игры, походу. Не, нихуя. Ну что? Слушай, да. Ну-ка. Че, реально совсем назад мне надо было, что ли, пиздячь? Да ну не. Бля, я так привык, что в играх в новых не показывают. Ничего такого. Ну как? Наоборот, скорее. Но я просто такие не играю. Где тебя за ручку не ведут. Пиздец, прикинь. Просто тут под носом было. Да-да, наберете. Пидорас. Давайте, подходите. Подходите. Давай, давай. Ну, лучше так, чем топор въебало. Так, ну почти. Видел термос? Видел термос? Он стоит. Друг друга. А как это? Подскользнулся, блядь. Ой, блядь, прошу прощения. Взял? Не, она не взяла. Мой термос. Ну еще давай меня распихни. Блять, ну сука. Ну какой такой урод, козел тупой. Я флайер там кину. Не я один за этим термосом охочусь. Ну, давай, гнида, где ты, блядь? Давай, поговорим, сука. А раньше, это же типа ремастерит версия. В оригинальной версии там были батарейки Energizer. Я прям видел. Ой, что несу? Я помню прям. Теперь ты полетай, блядь, сука. Как водичка. Ну, я же увернулся. Что в меня прилетело? патрона. Файн. Какая длинная голова. А их там штук 12, наверное. Это хорошо. Надеюсь, второй Alan Wake долгий будет. Ой-ой-ой. Ой, блядь. Come on. Hello? А? Почему когда первый раз светил, нахуй ничего нет?
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Там дальше весело будет. Да я помню, там дальше весело будет. Имеется в виду, наверное, спасательный. Не знаю. Нет, ну не важно. Я говорю... А что хотите? Блин, забыл. Не-не-не. Не важно. Не-не-не, я не про это. Здорово. Кто насрал? Здрасте. Darkness had a song, here I am. Reload. Тормоз. Ага, ну или да.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered in the trees and melted again to reveal the taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Как выйти? Блять. Нормально. Вот это нормально. Зачем мне так? Мышки. Ага, понятно. Блять, ну я же побежал нахуй. Вот почему он не бежит, сука? Кисаете, мужики. буянит. И все. Это ваш Лизерфейс. Ну, этот из бензопилы. Че каждое лицо? Ведмеди, добрый вечер.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Мы сейчас уже вернемся. Граунд. Окей. Я бы хотел в таком месте пожить.
But at least I was out of the woods.
А, да.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster. And the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Да, кстати. Даже есть фонари, надо фары. Какой мужской, какой женский.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Так, это женский. Вони. Ну, сюда воняет. Я не вижу нихуя за фонарями здесь.
I had to find the key to the garage.
Я стараюсь что-то найти, труп там. Спасибо за подсказку, блядь. Мужской, здесь убивают. Или ебут. Кого-то.
I needed the garage key to get to the car.
Спасибо, Алан.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Чё? Я случайно. А, нет, нормально. Я читер просто. Ну чё, давай. Выходишь, нет там? Ах ты, блядский. Замочил в сортире. Давай. Никого нет, здесь никого нет, никто не подходит ко мне. А это вот кто-то, не знаю, в книжке написано. Поехали. Ты чё, мужик? ладно, я думаю, машина таранится за это. А, вон слева у нас хпшка. Аккумулятор. О, подсказка. Ну быстрее. Ты вылезай, зачем фару потушил, блядь? За нами уже идут, блядь. Можно мне в машину обратно? Спасибо. До свидания. А! На мне сюда это. Погоди, или сюда. Не знаю. Блин. Ну нет прав у меня, ну что. А, это просто кемп. Бля. Ладно, там, наверное, термос, ну хуй с ним. Пока. Салют, Тайга. Пишет гейминг. Рум. А, погоди, это же мы вернулись к этому. А все? Мы приехали? Нет, я застрял, в смысле. Нет, нормально. Нет, я приехал. Барри, я иду, Барри. Буду кнопки просто.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Ну и чё? И чё? Come on. Алло?
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending.
Yes.
I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Барри, я иду, дорогой.
Все, это финалочек. Да. I'm here.
A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Да. Не понял. А, мне снаружи его защищать надо? А. Где? Fuck you. Ебаные вараны пошли нахуй. Голуби. Блять, не успел. А, это ракетница. А, не понял. А да как вы сквозь... Суки. Я ебал. Нет, не пробил. Со всех сторон, блядь. Давай, давай, давай. Ну что? Пацаны сзади придут. Ну вы где, блядь? Давай, я сделаю, что отвернулся. Хоба. Бля, нечестно. Суки, а. Деган, вот они. Здорово. Как ты?
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description.
Gaming.
The archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Телефон вот тут держу.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old dear diner.
Good girl.
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am?
Нет, это игра в виде типа сериального книжного эпизода. Мы же в его собственной книге. Он не может из своей книги выбраться. Конец второго эпизода. Не. Это у Telltale-то. Уровень офигенный, конечно, саундтрек. Особенно там есть такая группа в их вселенной. Old Gods of Asgard. Вот эти старики, которые сидели, это они. Ну, метавселенная, типа, вот у них. В игре Remedy. В Макс Пейне, в Control, во втором Alan Wake они будут. Ну да, они и там тут и живы. Так, ну ладно, мы скипнем. Хорошая песня. Нет, Previously нам не надо. И это нам не нужно. Это мы посмотрим потом. Или нет, давай посмотрим. Вдруг мы скипнем, давай посмотрим.
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you, folks? Name's Randolph.
Что-то сломалось. Так, ну круто. Эпизоды. Ладно. Тут еще есть 2 DLC, по-моему. Это есть эпизоды. 2 DLC дополнения. Тоже, по-моему, приятные. Ну, ты швырни их тут, я уберу. Вот, так что, может быть, завтра продолжу. Смотрим. Было